Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love and the journey of ascension. We are actually in the office that hasn't become the office yet, but there is a big table in here that's calling to me. So I have some cards. Oh, I still forgot a deck of cards, and I forgot my coffee. Okay, well, we're going to get those things first. First things first, a deck of tarot cards. I would have put the coffee before the tarot, but hey, let's get our priorities right. I'll be back. Okay, so I bought the coaster as well. Well, let's put the coaster down first. And the Lover's Oracle. Cheers. Cheers. Pause, tarot. Have all this space. It feels so good to have all this space. Okay. Let's start with the Lover's Oracle. Oh, I've got shivers all of a sudden. I got chills. They're multiplying. Oh, this looks nice. The energy of a massage. A nice massage. Let's not look at that message just yet. We'll leave it up there. We shall leave it up there. We'll leave it up to the divine. My coffee doesn't need to be so far away from me. Okay. Pause, tarot. This isn't even my tarot deck, it's Megan's tarot deck. It was gifted to her. I think it was gifted because it had all the cats on it, not necessarily because it's a tarot deck, but Megan doesn't really do tarot, so they have been loaned to me. The Ace of Wands, an opportunity. I'm taken to the colour of this cloud. Okay, it's like, not custard, mustard. What's the quote about a mustard seed? I don't have my phone in the room. So, the Ace of Wands, I've just spun that on its side. Okay, so, from a time, oh, it's about faith. If you had like the faith, even a mustard seed of faith, because I feel like this is coming up from the ground. Interesting, because we're looking at this energy here, and we have this wand, which is an opportunity for an adventure, excitement. So that looks relaxing. She has all these love hearts coming out of her thoughts, and it's an angel who's working on her body. All the king's horses, And all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. Are they trying to put this feminine together? With Humpty Dumpty? Okay, I'm seeing like the crossed here. So, not fingers crossed, toes crossed. We've got arms across. Interesting. Unlock the sacred mysteries of tarot. So I've made mention of like Megan having tarot cards, but she doesn't really do tarot. The only time I see Megan do tarot is when there's been an event, normally what you would call not so good event, and yeah, it's like into my seat they go, meaning Megan, Jamie, Emily will go to tarot when they want confirmation, clarity. So unlock the sacred mysteries of tarot. Now, what's being unlocked in this feminine here? Because like I say, I can feel the chakras being worked. Let me have a look and see which chakra. The root chakra, which here, the root chakra, and then you have, it's the first three chakras working up. So the root, the sacral and the solar plexus, very masculine energies. Feminine energies work from the top, the crown chakra, the third eye, and then the throat chakra, and then the heart is well shared, the lower heart and the upper heart. So the heart here, the heart area in between her breasts, you can see there's this energy, although it looks like an angelic hand, fingers. There's a stream, and all the love hearts are, it's like coming out of her. Oh, now you can see her third eye is open. And her crown chakra, there's a little tip there at the top of her head. It's popping out love hearts. Putting back together, there's been a spiritual war here. If you have a look at the Archangel Yezel scratches over him, a hand fasting's coming through. So this is like a ceremony that's ceremonial. Because it feels like it's being worked on the feminine's vessel here, but the masculine's chakras are being healed. Because Humpty Dumpty, he can't be put back together again. It's very Isis, Osiris energy there. Okay. Through passion, putting the masculine back together, Osiris. Interesting. Well, if you're interested, then research the story. Judgment. When this call comes, you're prepared to put your character up for assessment. I'm loving the pink wings, red. A bit cerise pink, but yes, red. So we have the cloud coming from above now. And you can see this like passionate wand of adventure is pushing these people up out of, normally it's a grave, but they're on rafts. Okay, across the water. They hear the call. Now, that speech bubble looks like it's coming out of this little one here. And what I could hear coming through was, let's get out of here, because if you stay, then you're going to be judged as well. But look at the pink countryside you can see. Mountains. Where it's very, look, cold mountains. Blue, masculine. Very masculine energy here that's, you're being, because you've got the blues. So masculine energy, distorted masculine energy, resides in the ego. So not wanting to turn into that. It's like that life can't be put back together again. But something's being worked through this feminine here. With angelic assistance. And you look at these stars here. There's the keyhole. You can see a paw coming through. Okay, so it's like a rich life, a poor life. It has nothing to do with money. It's feeling rich or feeling poor. Feeling happy, feeling sad. The difference. Feeling blue, feeling pink. So there's these shooting stars. Excuse me. And it seems to involve 3 that are in the wrong location. Look, 3 have been pinpointed here. And this one stays. So 3 to go. They're on board and they're off to, well, comfort. Femininity wants to come through. They're off to nurturance. Now I feel like they might feel they're going into the dark, but they're surrounded by this cosmic energy. It's a very beautiful reading, this. Right, we've got the Hermit. Now he does look sad and blue. The energy of a bumblebee, or wasp maybe, but bumblebee came to mind first. So, okay, first of all I felt there was a sting, like watching your footsteps, being careful because you might get stung. I want to say Schmeg. I mean, my daughter's name's Meg, but that looks like a Schmeg refrigerator. But Bumblebee, the Hermit, Bumblebee communicates through lyrics, through music. And I was going to say, I've been humming a lot to myself today. Regardless of whether or not there's people around, just as I'm going about my day, my work, I found myself humming. I'm not sure what, little tunes to myself. The Hermit. Tattered and torn. He's got a patch. So he needs patching up, like Humpty Dumpty. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again, but guess who can put Humpty Dumpty back together again? Well, the feminines. If the kings and their horses couldn't, then it's going to be the queen and her unicorns, her pussycats. Oh, something about breaking the chain, because today, I don't know if you can see, but on my chain, there's a little bit right at the end, but it's a different colour. It's like a copper colour. And there was a little tag on it, and it snapped off today. Well, I found it on the work counter at work, and that's because it's not real. it's not silver. It was something that perished over time, but it's like, that's okay. That's fallen off. That's cool. Doesn't affect anything. The bracelet is still beautiful. Even better, actually, because, well, it's of the same colour, not tarnished. The Nine of Cups. There's a Divine Masculine. Look at his arms crossed. Just like the angels here. He's sending vibes. Good vibes. Hiding behind the blues. So life may be blue, but not when he's looking at you. That's nice. Okay. Well, should we have a look and see what... I was tempted to go and have a look at that card at the top there. Ding. Okay, well, let's do it. Healing. Imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. Feel your relationship being healed this very moment. Yeah, no more fighting. No more calling it the blues. Imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. Feel the relationship being healed this very moment. Oh, my belly's rumbling. Cheers. It's taken to the belly area. It's like it's working. My belly has responded. And then we've got the High Priestess. The Divine Feminine's energy. We have the two pillars. The two pillars. The two pillars. Here. Representing the masculine and the feminine energy. Okay, the feminine and the masculine energy. This is the energy of putting the feminine first. Pomegranates. The moon. The moon. The moon wants to have a kiss. Would you like to kiss under the moon? The speech bubbles coming out of its mouth. Fly me to the moon. Right, I've got my glasses ready. Let's do some reading. The Energy Oracle cards. I can't hear any choo-choo trains. Not down this end of the house. Okay, we have the 5th chakra, Archangel Gabriel. So the throat chakra. Now let's have a look, because we picked up on the throat. On the other chakras, I can't see anything from her throat, but I can see a cross at the High Priestess's throat. So she's able to speak truths. Oh, this message come through earlier. I did not write it down. Oh my, that's what happens when you don't write down the messages that you receive. It was about the divine masculine, like speaking divine truths, but speaking them through the divine feminine. That would make complete sense. That would make complete sense. Why would that make complete sense? Because the divine feminine, her role is to role model truth speaking. I wouldn't say it's just natural. She just naturally speaks the truth. So we have the 5th chakra, Archangel Gabriel. Now, he's got the trumpet there, and the trumpet's here. So this archangel here, is relaying truths through the High Priestess that she brings through. Feminine truths, masculine truths, divine feminine truths, divine masculine truths. Distorted feminine, I don't want to call them truths because they're not. Belly's rumbling. She will bring truth to distorted feminine, distorted masculine energy naturally. I just looked at the counter, then it said 2211 on the timer, on the counter. You can count on her, okay, to speak the truth. It's like when I said, like, my daughter goes, well, not just her, all of my inner circle would go to tarot to find the answer if they wanted something clarified. 39. 5th chakra, Archangel Gabriel. Okay. Let's pop that there. You can see how it's all illuminated here. So when I hold it close, you can see there's an auric sphere, they want me to say, around his head. And then when I pop the card down, that's illuminated. That area. And we picked up that love hearts are coming out of the feminine here. We were told that the stories would be changing. What's interesting, my coffee cup, inside my coffee, a moon. It's like the opposite to here. What's coming through is about great minds thinking alike, putting your minds together with the energy here. The masculine's unable to speak spiritual truths but needs to hear them through the divine feminine's voice. presence. Okay. Let's have a look at the 5th chakra, Archangel Gabriel. Self-expression and speaking your truth. Gabriel holds his trumpet in one hand and a beautiful orb of blue light in the other. Interesting. It's like 1, 2, 3. The energy of how many are going. Let's have a look at the Judgment card. With the trumpet here. So, I'm sure we can lay these cards out so we can see all of them. I'm just not used to having so much space. Right, let's pop that there. We'll pop the Hermit there. We'll put that trumpet there. We'll put that like that. And we'll pop you right there. Okay. Gabriel holds his trumpet in one hand and a beautiful orb of light, of blue light, in the other. He is sending powerful energy to your throat center, acknowledging your power to communicate and your readiness to do so. This angel opens you up to truthful expression, both with yourself and others. You may have had trouble with expressing emotions and ideas in the past, but Gabriel is here to tell you that your soul longs to take this leap now. Be aware that true communication includes how you speak to yourself, so never deny your profound integral value. Speak up for yourself, write in your journal, let your words flow. Now is the time to express yourself freely and fully, and the universe always honours your choice to do so. This card could also indicate that a communication project is coming, or a time of heightened communication with spirits and telepathy with others. Okay, so now we're talking. The telepathy, spiritual awareness being heightened with the Hermit here, who is seeking spiritual knowledge, understanding. Before we see what the archangels would like to say, no, let's go to them first. It's like there's no more putting off, so let's do what we're instinctively feeling drawn to do. Indigo and Crystal Children, Archangel Metatron. You have a bond with children, in particular you can help children who are sensitive. So now I'm drawn to go back to the energy cards because I opened up to Archangel Metatron on the 6th chakra. So I want to say, where did I see the 6th chakra here? On the feminine's head. We're just going to allow the cards to sit and the reflections to be what they need to be. Let me read it to you though, The sixth chakra, the third eye, number 40, or round about there. Oh no, it'd be card number 40. There we go. So, clarity of thought and personal vision. This very powerful Archangel Metatron brings brilliant indigo vibrations to your brow chakra or third eye. Which is the centre devoted to insight and clear thought. When this card appears upright, it indicates a much greater clarity in your thought process and an expanded perspective toward broader horizons. Some new perceptions are taking hold and the clouds of confusion are clearing. In some ways, this could be a new beginning, for you're on your way to developing a deeper insight about what's going on in your life and why. Now is the time to focus on your personal vision. What do you want your life to look like in the years ahead? Create a clear picture of that and support it with your daily thoughts. The insight you need to create a vibrant life is available to you now. So let's have a look at the indigo and crystal children. You have a bond with children in particular. You can help children. What's interesting is there was a full stop there, but I discarded that. So you have a bond with children. In particular, you can help children who are sensitive. Your life purpose involves helping and teaching children. You're here to help these children retain and amplify their psychic and spiritual gifts. Educate adults about natural and chemical-free ways to feed and raise these special children. The very young crystal children and the slightly older indigo children are important to the future of this planet. You can help ensure their bright future, and I will help you. Working with Archangel Metatron. If you feel drawn to help children, your own, or children in general, ask Metatron for an assignment that mirrors your natural talents and interests. Metatron works closely with psychic and sensitive kids, and he loves to help adults help these children. If you need more time, money, ideas, contacts, or other support for this mission, call upon Metatron. He'll help you manifest your needs so your focus can be directed towards his beloved crystal and indigo children. Okay, so let's see what's going on with your sacred spirit. Singing Michael Jackson, heal the world, make it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race. Okay, what's interesting, this card just fell to the floor, bit like Humpty Dumpty. It's card number 4. That is the card of the Emperor, but we have a desire to change, okay, to become the divine masculine. Let's put it that way. I mean, the Emperor does have a strong ego attached to him. So, awakened spirit, a desire to change. That calling's been put out. Helping others, a desire to change. An awakened spirit is much like Alice in Wonderland. Once you have travelled down the rabbit hole, you can never go back to what you knew before. You become forever changed by your new experience. New information and experiences will change you at your very core. You become enlightened with sacred connection, resulting in physical, spiritual, and emotional changes. You may be feeling lost and confused about your life, relationships, family, or social connections, including your employment. This is a time when making meaningful experiences is a priority, as you can no longer fathom wasting time on greedy, materialistic, or ego-based principles. The question of why comes to the forefront of almost every experience as you search for meaning and validity for your soul's experience here on earth. Seeing through the industrial machine of society, you become more aware of people's unhappiness and lack of passion, ethics, and integrity. At this moment, understanding who you are, the real you, beyond what you have been conditioned to believe by societal norms, family, school, or institutions, becomes a dominant feature in your life. Right now, your spirit seeks freedom. Confined by restrictive interactions and outdated ideals, it's important to understand the connection between your physical body and spiritual self. This deep connection is the soul's expanding awareness into seeing a broader and bigger picture in life. Health challenges can occur now as you go through this phase of spiritual improvement. Growing impatience with materialistic people, social media, and news programs continually highlight the world's imbalance of peace and harmony. Humanitarian efforts are supported now. Donating time, effort, and energy into community programs or groups and implementing healthy and greener alternatives into your life will bring you new opportunities, creating a supportive, healthier lifestyle. Wow. That brought all that together perfectly, like the reading. It summed up the reading perfectly. Well, the Mother Mary still has her turn with a message. The shadow aspect, authoritarian, is that how I pronounce that? Authoritarian communication, inconsiderate and social disconnection. The sacred crystal, white selenite, your angel assistants, guardian angel, penal, understanding difficult situations and life lessons, and your affirmation, I am free to follow the call of my heart with purpose, with love, with clarity. You can see the calling here. A desire to change. Right now, your soul doesn't even say that. It says right now your spirit seeks freedom. And it's pulling your soul along. Well, it's calling your soul to be free. Let's go to the Mother Mary. I'm zipping up my boots, yeah. I'm going back to my roots, yeah. Oh, we have 2 cards, okay. That wasn't like a of disappointment. I don't know what that was, but we have 2 cards. It's like I'm catching the reflection of the candle. Can you see? Okay. Our Lady of Nourishment. I can hear the birdies. Card number 34. It's like it's not in focus. Do you hunger, my child, for love, for security, for knowing that all will be well? Do you hunger for food, for possessions, for relationships, for opportunities to be free in the world and make your mark? Do you hunger, my child, for feelings of tenderness, appreciation and acknowledgement? Let me fulfill that hunger now, through the divine presence and the bounty that it brings. Let me fulfill that hunger, that you may know fullness, not only fed by the spiritual worlds, but nourished through delight in your precious life, in this physical world through which you are approaching your spiritual enlightenment. Our Lady of Blessings Bestowed. Focus, please. Thank you. Hello. Card number 26. I am offering you a spiritual gift now, the gift of a heavenly blessing. This blessing may come through a person, place or thing, or spring forth from within your own heart, unfolding like a blooming rose. I ask that you trust me, because in receiving this blessing, things will change. The changes are a shedding of that which would hold you back from fully receiving my blessing. My blessing asks you to have trust and courage as I help you leap into your divine fulfillment more swiftly than you could do on your own. Okay, so I was receiving the message. I made mention of it in last night's reading, early hours of this morning, that a perfect storm was coming, has been summoned. I ask that you trust me, because in receiving this blessing, things will change. The things are a shedding of that which would hold you back from fully receiving my blessing. And I received the message, as it was 4545 on the counter, that was like barriers being removed. A blessing sounds like a marvellous happening, and it is. However, let me just clear my throat. However, we can forget that divine energy, which is concentrated like spiritual vitamins, will cause healing, and this may move circumstances and situations along, often at a rapid pace. A blessing is like a divine volcanic eruption from within our heart. It can start with a rumble, but when the time is right, we are ignited and cannot be held back from an explosion of divine love that might change everything that is in the way of our next heavenly steps upon the earth. Rest assured that a blessing from the Holy Mother is only given when we can handle it, though you can also expect that there will be times, as the blessing begins its work, when you may wonder if you are really up to what you feel is being asked of you. You may doubt yourself at times, questioning if you can really handle what is happening in your life without falling apart completely. You will succeed. Low battery mode. You will succeed. Through the Holy Mother's grace, of course. But sometimes you might wonder if you aren't just cracking up inside, like Humpty Dumpty, to be broken apart, never to be repaired. Oh. This is a sign that we are really growing, and especially outgrowing a past that is too small for our soul's future. With all this challenge, we might ask ourselves if we okay. With all this challenge, we might ask ourselves if we really want a blessing at all. However, a blessing is an absolutely priceless treasure. It clears karmic debris that will keep us stuck, perhaps for a long time, or even lifetimes. A blessing not only rips off a band-aid, but is a zap of healing energy that may feel uncomfortable for a relatively short time, but is essentially just the workings of life force restoring a wound to wellness. As we heal spiritually, our wants and needs can change, sometimes quite dramatically. We might outgrow some relationships or life situations as this happens. Other relationships or life situations will be able to bear the change and come with us. Either way, a blessing speeds up and intensifies this process and helps us accomplish in a short time what may have taken much more effort over a longer period. It is a helping hand. It is a helping hand up to our it is a helping hand up to our next level of awareness and embodied consciousness by the divine. Although given freely, the grace of the blessing is that it happens when the time is right, not a moment too soon or too late. This oracle is coming to you because the timing is right for you, and this blessing is being offered to you now, whether you understand its ultimate purpose or not. We don't have to know that a blessing is happening for it to work its magic. Though, of course, it can be nice to know that the divine is taking over if suddenly things go eerie before they fall into place in a new way. Our role is to be honest and present with our feelings and let the chips fall where they will, so to speak. You are given permission for the divine to take over your life direction for a moment, trusting in the greater wisdom and perspective of the Holy Mother and her unconditional love for you and her passionate desire for your spiritual liberation. With the onset of this blessing, you might have a subtle reorientation, or you might suddenly feel like you are heading in a very different direction. Either way is perfect for you. Trust. All will be well, and soon the chaos of change will be replaced with great joy, gratitude, and even deeper loving trust in the tender genius of the Divine Mother's grace. I will talk to you all soon. Until then, take care. Much love. Bye for now.